Hello, I'm Jamie Holland, and this is my presentation for the Transcultural Nursing Project for Nursing 480 Transcultural Healthcare. My presentation focuses on the Chinese culture and the development of cultural competence while caring for this population. China is located in Eastern Asia and is bordered by 13 countries. It's the most populous country with over 1 billion people. There are a number of dialects used in China, with Mandarin and Cantonese being the most often spoken. China is a communist state, and they practice a variety of religions, with the 5 most practiced being Confucianism, Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, and Christianity. Many may also associate themselves with atheism. In addition to the 5 main religions, Chinese people have some other traditional folk beliefs. More than 200 million people believe in the existence of their ancestors' souls and worship them, while about 700 million have taken part in activities to worship their ancestors, or in related activities. Their diet consists of mainly rice, wheat, fish, and vegetables. Chinese people are non-confrontational. Saving face is of utmost importance. Appearing to be in the right or attempting to please someone is more important than honesty. Elderly are highly regarded and respected, and multicultural or multifamily homes are common. Traditional medicine is still widely practiced. It is an ancient, intricate system that places an emphasis on the whole body rather than specific ailments. All natural elements, including human beings, are thought to be made of yin, the female force, and yang, the male force. These opposing forces are part of the body's qi. Health problems are considered a manifestation of an imbalance of yin and yang that disrupts a person's qi. Herbal remedies are often used, as well as acupuncture and massage. Foods are classified as hot or cold and must be balanced to maintain health. Western medicine has become more accessible in China and has been embraced by those living or raised in the U.S. The 5 elements theory, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, is the connection between humans and the external environment. Organs associated with emotions: lung, worry; gallbladder and liver, anger; heart, happiness; kidney, fear; and spleen, desire. The Chinese believe in karma, and talking about illness or death is bad luck, as it may come to fruition. Many may not inform family of illnesses to protect them. Somatic complaints are indicators or could be mental illness. Somatization in traditional Chinese culture is an acceptable way to express emotional distress and obtain attention. They may express deference to authority. They may not verbalize anxiety or doubts, not follow through with medication, and this can be misinterpreted as noncompliance. They may do this to save face, especially with mental health problems where they do not want to disagree with the physician. Chinese define health with the health-preserving theory. Chinese traditional medicine is used to enhance physical fitness, prevent diseases, postpone aging, and prolong the life by spiritual toning, therapeutic diets and medicated diet, healthy exercises, and yin and yang balance. Being healthy is highly regarded and approached holistically. They use their natural remedies to obtain harmony, which means good health, good weather, and good fortune, while disharmony leads to disease, disaster, and bad luck. The strategy of Chinese medicine is to restore harmony. Like a gardener uses irrigation and compost to grow robust plants, the doctors of Chinese medicine use acupuncture, herbs, and food to recover and sustain health. Chinese women may assume the sick role during pregnancy and rely on others for care and assistance. Pregnancy and childbirth are believed to disrupt the balance of hot and cold that is required for good health. Various dietary and behavioral practices are customary for the health of the mother and the baby. They may eat special soups and chicken broth, and they do not eat pineapple as they believe it causes miscarriage. The mother-in-law is normally present during birth and takes an authoritative role with child-rearing and care. The mother is usually discouraged from crying out during birth. She should be given a choice between traditional and Western practices to avoid stress. Chinese women have placed a high value on raising and maintaining the family. Keeping the family intact and close is of utmost importance to mothers. The mother-in-law plays a large role in raising the children, but the mother takes the authoritative stance with strict discipline. Chinese women are modest in nature and usually prefer a female clinician. Be careful with touch and always ask permission before doing so. Keep them covered as much as possible to maintain modesty. Chinese children are brought up with Western and traditional views. They are often used as interpreters for other family members, and there is often an emphasis on education and success, as they are expected to take care of their elders later in life. Be aware of underlying stresses that may be placed on the child due to high familial expectations. Keep touching to a minimum, and maintaining distance is a sign of respect. Although independence is increasing amongst Chinese children, questions should be directed to the parents out of respect. Many adults are American-born, but still retain traditional values of respect for authority and elders, passivity, family values, and fatalism. There is a lack of culturally sensitive assessment instruments, so caution must be used and is advised when interpreting questionnaires and other instruments that have not been validated cross-culturally. Although they have been assimilated in the U.S., they were most likely raised by foreign-born parents and still hold traditional beliefs close and use Chinese dialect in the home. Traditional remedies and herbal medicines are still used by their parents and influenced in the home. They are also high-context people, where body language, eye contact, gesture, pitch, word stress, and silence are just as important as the conversation. They are often in tune with the mood of others and can expect the clinician to do the same for them to sort out their problems. They may be nodding their head and smiling out of politeness, but do not understand the clinician. It's very important to use the teach-back method to make sure that they understand the conversation and instructions. Elders are highly respected in Chinese culture. They are often taken care of in the home and are rarely sent to nursing homes or assisted living. Chinese American women age 65 and over are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than white women, and when they are 75 years and over, they are 7 times more likely to commit suicide than white women. Women tend to hang themselves and men tend to use medication. They are most often foreign-born, and they are less likely to communicate their intent, so they are often underdiagnosed and undertreated. This population can be very stoic and reluctant to discuss symptoms. Their adult children are the ones who usually take them to the doctor. They may be relying on traditional remedies to cure their ailments. It is very important to ask about their cultural beliefs, and it may take time to develop a trusting relationship with them. As with the adults, be sure to use the teach-back method as well, as they may not ask questions and they may nod and understand when in fact they are saving face. Chinese people tend to be highly group-oriented people who place a strong emphasis on family connection as the major source of identity and protection against the hardships of life. The family model is an extended one, including immediate family and relatives, and loyalty to the family is expected. Independent behavior that may disrupt the harmony of the family is highly discouraged. One must never bring dishonor or disgrace to oneself or the family. In the traditional Chinese family, parents define the law, and the children are expected to abide by their requests and commands. Filial piety, or respect for one's parents and elders, is critically important. In the most traditional of families, this manifests in rules of conduct such as only speak when spoken to, speak only if one has something important to say. Self-control is expected, and individuals should demonstrate inner stamina and strength to tolerate crisis. In healthcare settings, Chinese may be unwilling to acknowledge strong emotion, grief, or pain due to their family and cultural values. Western medical professionals often find the stoic demeanors difficult to interpret. They rely on one another for support and guidance, and value each other's input. A cross-cultural mindset requires understanding one's own health beliefs and behaviors first, and then applying that baseline of understanding as a means of making effective comparisons across cultures. Clinicians can learn more about specific cultures by using published references, consulting colleagues from other ethnic groups, and speaking to interpreters and community members. Learning to ask patients questions in a culturally sensitive way is also a crucial tool for gaining knowledge. Developing trust may take longer, and they have a more relaxed attitude toward time, so allow extra time for caring for the Chinese population. Be sure to ask about traditional herbal medicines and remedies, as they can have adverse effects when combined with Western medicines and procedures. Individuals subscribe to group norms to varying degrees. Factors such as socioeconomics, education, degree of acculturation, and English proficiency have an enormous impact on the individual's health beliefs and behaviors. So does religion. All these factors challenge one's ability to understand and treat patients in cross-cultural settings. But meeting those challenges can be vital in reducing health disparities for these patients. Here are some key tips to better serve these patients. Establish the professional's role and assume authority. Check for understanding. Be patient and consider periods of silence that are opportunities for reflection on what has been said. Provide clear and full information, such as what is expected from each participant in the discussion. Be attentive to nonverbal cues. Address immediate needs and give concrete advice. And reach consensus by compromising. The basic concepts of treating patients with respect, compassion, and honesty are still what are most important to patients, regardless of cultural background. A better understanding of a person's cultural beliefs can improve patient compliance and build a trusting, therapeutic relationship leading to positive health outcomes. That concludes my transcultural presentation on Chinese culture. Thank you for listening.